Hi. So today I would like to discuss the topic of loneliness, especially loneliness for someone who is an introvert. If you're an extrovert, this may not apply to you, but just getting from my own experience, I am an introvert. I've not always been an introvert, so I have a few insights into what loneliness feels like as an extrovert also. So say as a kid, I used to be very talkative. I was an extrovert. Like I liked listening to stories. I like sharing stories. I liked hanging around people. Small talk was a big thing for me. Just talking aimlessly about things. I was intrigued by the scientific and philosophical themes of life, but that's not something I like to talk about. Yeah. So at that time, yeah, I would say I was an extrovert. It was not for long. I guess I got into a lot of trouble as an extrovert because I would say a lot of I would say inappropriate things or things that were not uh, like correct in terms of what people expected of me. People would look at it like I'm insulting them, or I am insubordinating them, or I'm just downright being mean or being a bully or all that kind of stuff. So during those days, I felt all that pressure. So as I grew up and as an adult, as I in my growing up years of teens, I became more and more quiet, and the bigger topics of life and philosophies of existence started to become more important to me. I wasn't around a group of people where I could talk about these things with. Even to this point, I have never found a group of people interested in the kind of stuff that I'm interested in. So this is where the topic for today comes in. Is it possible to be lonely as an introvert? I know from the extroverted point of view, it's very easy. You'll feel lonely when you don't have anyone to talk to, anyone to hang out with, anyone to share your fun moments with, like anyone to party with, or anyone to go to do your assignments with, or do your classes with. Like all that encompasses loneliness. But how does loneliness look like for an introvert? Because as introverts, or as an introvert myself, I don't like small talk. Things about entertainment, things about gossip, things about like movies, celebrity, like all that casual stuff is not something that entertains my brain. I zone out very quickly, and sometimes I do listen to it, just listen, but most of the time I have no opinion or myself about the issues that are being discussed. I'm more recently I've been into religion, just exploring religion and its impact on society, its impact on politics, its impact on our beliefs, our growing up, our culture, and basically our belief system, the superstitions we have, the myths we have, and all the belief systems of the world, how they're affected by religion. Because I figured that religion is the most important thing in this world right now, and also in historical times. It is just directly above politics. So while we see like the president is the leader of the country, the real leader of the country is whatever political, no, not political, whatever religious leaning the government has. So the most powerful religious leader in the country is technically more powerful than the president because even the presidents look up to these leaders for advice. That's why the word of the Pope is something very important, even to Donald Trump himself. Like he takes it so personally when the Pope disagrees with him because he knows the Pope has a saying. Although we know like Trump is a leader of one of the most powerful country in the world, but he still cares what the Pope thinks about him. Religion is very important. It has been a controversy even with the Israelite government and the US government and how they have been because the Christianity, which is the main religion in these countries, comes from it's Judeo-Christian. It's called Judeo-Christian. It has roots in the Israelite community and culture. So as Christians, like it becomes hard to separate ourselves. Okay, uh, ourselves from the Israelite community, they're called Jews, the Jews. Sorry, I don't know why I fumbled on that. So yeah, so on this topic of loneliness, I could say as an introvert, I do get lonely. It is not the common kind of lonely, I would say. It is not that I don't have anyone to speak to or it's not that I am alone. Being alone for me is different from being lonely. I could be alone and watching my videos or scrolling through Reddit or Quora or just Wikipedia or any other website, and I could feel totally fine. I don't feel lonely when there are no people around. It's not something that I actively look forward to. If I can find someone who wants to talk about deep philosophical topics and all that, I would be welcome for it. In fact, I look forward to it, and I look for it. Most of these people I find online on Reddit mostly, and Quora, people who are interested in such topics. I've never found such a person in real life, but these are the people I would seek out to talk to. So as long as I have access to these kind of people, I don't feel lonely. I could stay without talking to anyone for months or years. I could stay without calling or texting anyone. Like even right now, I don't have a smartphone. I have not had a smartphone for the last 1.5 years or so. I have not messaged or called anyone. I'm just online. Sometimes I'm on social media, but rarely. I could stay for weeks or months without logging into my social media. I don't feel the need to have to continually be engaged with people, talk to people, hang out with people. I'm okay being in my room from morning until evening and spend the rest of my time in the room. I remember there are times I would stay in my room for up to 20 to 24 hours, and I'll just go out when I want to get food for myself from the shops. And then if I felt like I was lying on the bed for too long and I feel like my muscles are getting tense and everything, I would just walk out, take a walk, take my camera, go and take photos, record videos, come and edit them in my solitude, and I would feel very happy, very satisfied. So I don't feel lonely in such situations. But my loneliness is the kind where if I'm feeling lonely, I can feel lonely even when I'm in the middle of a crowd. I could be in the middle of a big crowd of people dancing and singing and drinking and all that, and I feel lonely. I thought that once I participated in those actions, there are times I used to go to such parties and I didn't drink or smoke or anything. So I thought I would feel happy or I would be able to engage more if I started partaking in the drinks and the smoking and everything. But I didn't. It's a feeling that nothing can shake out of me. It's a strong feeling, and I feel like it hits worse for an introvert when they become lonely because they are already secluded from people. So uh, them wanting a connection with a person is something that is really disturbing to the mind, and it's something an introvert cannot easily process. That is my case and my story. So I have gone through that. I have gone through periods of loneliness where I don't know what to do. I don't feel like having small talk with anyone. I don't have anyone I can talk to about the things I'm interested in, and I don't know what to do. I felt suicidal. Like I felt like there was no point in this world. I I adopted this philosophy called nihilism, where I felt like life was meaningless, and if I just had a button that could kill everyone on this earth, I felt at that time that I could press it. Like I was feeling that secluded from people. I didn't see the importance of humanity. I didn't see importance of people and all that. So it's hard. I would say the loneliness of an introvert just stems from not having someone they can talk to about things they're interested in, because they're interested in very niche topics. So other interested in other kind of stuff. Maybe some are interested in music, some kind of music, maybe rock music, pop music, and they talk about that time all the time. So I think every introvert has something they're interested in that they are comfortable opening up. If I find someone that who relates with me, like understands me, I open up. And I think a few friends have found this about me. Like if you engage me in a topic that I'm interested in, I will be talking nonstop as if I forgot that I'm an introvert. It happens. It doesn't happen frequently, but it happens, and it's an amazing thing for me. So as I would say, even as an introvert, I don't I don't enjoy social interaction, but I don't want zero social interaction. I want to have at least one person that I am able to communicate with openly and share my feelings and my thoughts and things I'm interested. I need at least one person. I don't need a lot. At most two. I wouldn't say I want 10 or 100 friends. I wouldn't be able to deal with that. I would just be a shitty friend because I'm not looking up. I'm not looking out for them. I am not searching for them. I'm not calling. I'm not texting. So that's not a kind of friend anyone wants to have. But I feel like if I had one or two friends, that would be sufficient for me. Even if we are not talking regularly, we could be talking once a week, once a month, and I would be happy with such a thing. Even if I had one friend for my entire life, I would never feel lonely because that I can share with that person everything that I'm feeling and everything that I'm thinking, and I can be open with that person. Then when I'm outside, I can just be quiet, just go along. I am not rude or someone who like will interfere with other people's business. So I'm kind of okay in a group. People are okay with me just be sitting in the sidelines or by myself. Maybe I have earphones on. If I feel like it's rude to have earphones, I remove the earphones and listen to the people talking. I like listening. I've been told I'm a good listener, so I do listen. I don't contribute because I realize when people are sharing these things, they are not looking, especially extrovert, when they are sharing about the stories and the experiences and anything they have to say, they're not looking for my input. They're not looking for advice. They're not looking for what I'm going to tell about. They just want to vent. I noticed that, like, most people want to just vent. They just want someone to listen to what they have to say without commenting on it, being understanding. If they have a loss, like maybe things are not going well, someone has passed away, or they're not doing well at work or at school or in a friendship, and they're in their relationship and they're talking to you, just listen, be empathetic, and just say yes here, nod here and there. And if you have a sentence or two that can help them feel better, say it, maybe a quote or a verse or something like that. So I notice that most people just appreciate that, not me taking the spotlight from them and giving my own story. Uh, while my story can be very beneficial to them, maybe I've gone through a similar experience. I think most of them are just looking for someone to listen to their grievances, more like a therapist or some sort of free therapist. I'm okay doing that. I like listening to stories. I like writing. So while I don't like talking, I like writing out my experiences. So if someone told me an interesting story, maybe it might trigger something in my mind and I could get that flash of an idea and like write something about it. Or now, like right now, I'm starting to do short videos, not very short, about 15 minutes or so, where I also discuss the issues and everything that I'm going through. So it's an outlet for me, and most of my interactions are online with online people. I find that I can always find someone who understands the topic that I'm interested in, because the internet is full of people. That's what I discovered. Since I discovered the internet, I have not looked for people to give me information for a long time, because I can always Google it and there's someone who knows about it, or it's an experience someone has gone through it. If it's a disease, someone has gone through it, and if it's a difficulty, someone else knows about it. Currently in Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous, and people share a lot about their personal stories of recovery and just their general life. So there are these avenues of understanding. I felt like my addiction was something special that no one had the capability to understand because of the things I was going on through. But I realized that my addiction was not different from other people. There are people who have gone through all these different, like mysterious experiences that I was having, the hallucinations and all that. And they came out good and they followed a specific pattern. So the stories are helpful in me understanding how to deal with this situation. So, yes, in short, yeah, it's possible for an introvert to be lonely. And the loneliness is something serious that could lead to suicide, because they have no one to talk to. And if they had one friend and they lost that one friend, they could be very lonely, and they are very high at risk of taking their own lives because they have no one to talk to. So they'll probably just like write a note, and you'll find them gone, and no one knows, or they'll not even write anything. They'll just be gone, and no one knows why and they were there. So people get sad, like I could have helped them out, but I'm like no, there's nothing you could have done at that point. So it's a serious thing, and it's not addressed as much because it's saying like all you have to do is go find people to talk to. But that's not easy for everybody, and that's not comfortable. It's not a comfortable place for everybody. I've been told to get out of my comfort zone and talk to people. And I'm like, it doesn't feel natural, it doesn't feel authentic. It feels like I'm forcing myself, and I will not be a good friend with this person if I'm forcing myself to talk to them. Yeah, those are my thoughts.